What up? It's your girl Nicki with a midweek mashup. I don't know what this is, but I'm doing it, and it's going to be an exclusive to YouTube. So we're going to get our coffee ready. Can we talk about me pouring a creamer that's flavored as cookie butter into my cup with a beautiful cup of coffee? Can you imagine growing up in a day and age where like you get to choose your flavor coffee creamer from the store, where there's just endless flavors staring at you? I don't want to talk to anybody about creamer unless it's a just plain old half and half. You go with your organic half and half, fine with me. Fine with me. But if you're going to sweeten it, don't talk to me unless it's Chobani or what's the one I use? The natural one, the natural natural sweet cream sweetener. Like, it's got to be cream and milk based and sugar based, not all the other junk. I can't do it. So anyway, this is the cookie butter Chobani, and I will speak highly about it. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3, 3 and 2 and 1. We're taking a sip before we get into our midweek review here. Yeah. So good. If you don't know what cookie butter is, it's basically, on the airplane when they give you the Biscoff cookie. It's got a little ginger snap-ish to it, a little bit of little spice, a little cookie, a little crunch. It's just delightful. And they turned it into cookie butter, and then cookie butter has taken on its own thing. Anyway, I also want to talk about, this is a brand new thing, so there's nothing sponsored here on this yet. Hopefully someday, we'll have sponsors and shit. But right now we've got this. Youthphoria sent me this, and I thought it was lip gloss. And I was like, what's that? I can't read it. But I want you to watch something. Since this is YouTube exclusive, I could do this visual. This is just for fun. Look at my cheeks. Ready? Dot, dot. And you see this is clear. Dot, 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 dot. And I'm going to blend it in. And it's going to look like I just have a little flush. Look at that. It looks like a little glow. Are you kidding? Did you see that? This is a green. It's just a green clear liquid. I guess it has some chemical reaction that just makes your cheeks flushed. So this is what I wore out on the fields with Kylie Kelce on Saturday when we coached our Philadelphia field hockey clinic. Grades 3rd through 8th. Kylie, myself, a bunch of Cabrini staff, which is the college that she played for. Guess the legendary coach there, Jackie. So nice to meet you. And then Villanova players, such a delight. I was like, the Villanova girlies, I was like, are these tube socks in or out? And they're like, no, we love your whole fit. Keep going. Keep going. I need the compliments at this age, because let me tell you something. The tube socks were on, and I was so excited about the tube socks because they're the most comfortable things I've ever worn. They're Hanes. They come in a pack of 3, and I have 2 packs on complete rotation. That's all I'm wearing all winter. Anyway, I have some on now. I do. I have the beige color on now. All right, so we are going to do some Q&A, and it's basically going to be people who had questions about my trip to Philly. If you are not familiar with my trip to Philly, here's what happened. Got invited by Kylie Kelce. Hey, I want to do something with you. We're going to film. We're going to pod. We're going to do a clinic. We're going to bring awareness to the game of field hockey. I'm like, say less. I didn't hear anything except I heard you asked me to be in Philly. Yes. So she flew me and my kids and my assistant out there. We were spoiled rotten by Kylie and Jason. And when I tell you, I was giddy and excited and nervous because I don't take this shit lightly, you guys. How did it happen? Let's go back to that. How did Kylie and I first connect? In 2023, I saw a video of Kylie at Jason's game. She was crying. She was holding one of the kiddos. And that video was going viral about her just being in the stands in a regular seat and how much she was there to support her husband and how real she was. And I looked her up and I found out that she was a college field hockey player. So I did a stitched video to that video. And I said, hold on, can we talk about field hockey players for a second? Because men, if you've never dated a field hockey player, I highly suggest you try one on for size because they are badass. Their asses are great. Speaking of badass, they're badass and they have great ass. And then also just the mentality, the grit, the teamwork, the drive, the being part of something bigger than yourself, the sacrifice, the grit, the resilience, the endurance. I could go on and on and on. So that's my feeling about a field hockey girly. Okay. And I stitched that video, jump ahead. Months later, a year later, I don't even remember when, someone was like, oh my God, Kylie Kelce follows you. And I was like, who's Kylie Kelce? No one is asking who Kylie Kelce is anymore. But Kylie Kelce and I are now friends. Kylie, you heard me. You're stuck with me. We are sisters from another mister. And I know everybody feels that way about her, but we felt it. We had sparks flew. Kylie, I'm speaking for both of us. Sparks flew. When we met. I'm 5'10". She is 5'11". I'm going to throw a flag on the play. I think she's 6 foot. I'm 5'10". She is 6 foot. She was towering me in a good way. And when I tell you beauty exuding from within, from without, she's beautiful. She's amazing. She is type B to the max when it comes to like, we'll figure this out. She wasn't sending me a spreadsheet. She wasn't telling me where to be, when to be there, how to be there. She was just like, here's the day, here's the time, here's the field. See you there. You want to come? Yes. Yes, queen. Yes. So I've got a lot of questions about it. This was my first time formally to Philly. I had been to Philly once in passing to visit my girl, All-American Yukon Husky, Amy, then hers, now Brown. She's now a surgeon in Boston. No big deal. Those are my friends. My girlie, Kelly, shout out Kelly Roz, we were driving cross country. And when we drove through Pennsylvania, we stopped in Philly to see Amy. We went to dinner, but that's all that I have of Philly. So this was my first time really meeting Philly and doing the Villanova grounds. That's where the field hockey field is. I forgot the name of it already. All the Philly people are going to scream. Something grounds. The people watching this are screaming it. It was on the field hockey field at Villanova University. So we flew in Friday night. We settled into the Ritz Carlton, Philadelphia. Whoa. Wowzers. Beautiful. Amazing. We did club level. Shout out to Jean and shout out to Dan, who whipped up my omelet Saturday morning, got me fueled up and ready. We talked soccer. He's got 2 youth soccer players. And Jean is professional yapper up there in club level. If you've stayed there, you know Jean. She can talk all day. Nicest human I've met in a while. Very passionate, very into conversations, very old school. I was like, Jean, you know what? We got to do more of this. I think she asked me for my business card on the way. I was like, Jean, I don't have a business card, girl. Do you see what I do for a living? There's no business card printed out here. She gave me her email address. It's a Hotmail. Hotmail.com. Jean, love you. Okay. Ritz Carlton, check. Club level, check. Beautiful flight from Providence to Philly. 49 minutes in the air. American Eagle, check. Saturday morning, I get up and I'm feral with energy, with excitement, with nerves, because I'm going to meet Kylie and I want to make her proud. So I'm up. The kids are like all over the place. Abby is there to help me. I'm overstimulated, trying to get ready in my room. I asked Layla to do my hair because I'm like, I want a nice slick back with a braid. And Layla starts doing the slick back and I lost tolerance because she was taking too long. And I said, Abby, you got to come in here. You got to do the braid. I'm getting stressed out. Layla got upset. She threw the towel down. Chase was like, I don't want to go to the field and be there all day. And I stopped And I said, guys, I need you to support your mother. I need you to be happy when someone else is experiencing a really exciting success. I know you want to do the things that you want to do while we're here, but I need you to be happy for your mother. And then the morning continued, and I sat them down, and I don't even think they were listening. This is going to sound like I sat them down and they listened, but I sat them down and they were moving, and I don't think there was eye contact, but here's what I said. I said, guys, thank you so much for being here. I know that when things are not about you and your desires, it's really hard. I get that. It's still hard for me at times. But here's the thing about life. I support you at everything you're at. I would also love for you to support me too. And then they were like, okay, mom. And I said, hold on. You're not my assistant coach. I am the head coach of this home team. You are a player on the field. And right now, I don't even know if you're on the field. I think you're on the bench right now because you're not playing the part. And then we left and we got to the field, and my daughter was on the field with me, and we met Kylie, and it was magic. Magic because when you really find a scenario where it's women supporting women, women sharing their platform with other women, women in sports, going back to the sport that happened to part raise me, thinking about the teammates and the coaches and the officials, Barb Carrera, Nancy Stevens, my teammates. I can't even name the names because I don't want to leave one out. My Yukon girlies. I love you. Our reunions every year. Huge part of my heart. They keep me going. And now my nieces from those women, my mom, my dad, my grandparents in the stands, my aunt, my uncle, my stepmom freezing in Syracuse. Just, I look at the field and I see all these kids and I'm like, I have to give back to this sport. So that's really, it sounds, Kylie and I doing this media thing, peel back the layers. We're really both there because we love the sport and we want other people to fall in love with it too because of the power that it gives you. If there were more field hockey in the world, there would be less anxiety, less depression. There would be more self-esteem. I said what I said. Okay. We're going to take questions from the audience. And I think that the questions will help to fill the rest of this. I'm going to try to keep this under 33 minutes every week because I can freaking yap. Me and Jean put us in a room. It's over for everyone in there. Okay, ready? First one from Jana. My daughter had a blast and we loved meeting you. I have pics of you meeting Jason. I got to send to you. Yes, please. Abby, my assistant, did not get pictures of me with Jason. I wasn't there for Jason, but it would have been lovely to have pictures and video of me meeting Jason because we hugged and I would have just liked to have that. That's all. I don't even know if I would share it. Yes, I would. But I would have loved to, Abby, I would have loved to have that video, but I'm glad that Jana got it. Abby, I'm teasing you. You with my son, keeping him happy, which we know is. Anyway, moving on. What did your son love? I have a history lover about his age. So Chase is 9. Great question. Chase will tell you, we went to the dentist yesterday and the hygienist was asking Chase, what did you see in Philly? And I said, tell them what your favorite thing was and tell them what your least favorite thing was. Ready? Favorite thing, Chase, club level at the Ritz Carlton. Kid loves a good club level. We have tried club levels, Disney, and we tried club level Ritz Carlton. And guess what he said is better? He said that Disney club level was better than the Ritz Carlton club level. I don't want Bonvoy to get pissed at me right now. It's my 9-year-old's take. He really loves club level at Disney. His favorite club level at Disney is Boardwalk Inn. Shout out fucking Lorenzo. If you know, you know. So his favorite thing, if you ask him his least favorite thing, he was like, I don't remember. And I said, tell them what we went to see that mom was really excited about. And he goes, the Liberty Bell. And the hygienist, Jerica, I'm name dropping today. Jerica was like, what did you think of the Liberty Bell? He goes, it was a bell. Dry as can be. He's the funniest kid you'll ever meet because he's just the dry humor, the delivery. It's nonsensical. So I would say he did not love the Liberty Bell, but deep down, I think he's glad he saw it. We did the double-decker bus tour. Someone in my comments was like, how could you do that out of all the things to do in Philly? We loved the double-decker bus. And per Kylie Kelce, Jason loves the double-decker bus. It's his favorite way to see the city. So bring back the double-decker bus. It's not uncool. The guy on the microphone that we had he was literally Dr. What's his name? What's the Dr. Linkletter? Dr. Linkletter? No, what's the other one? Dr. Sturgis from Young Sheldon. It was him. It was brilliant. Every little fun fact, every little awful but brilliant dad joke. He was geeking out. And when I say geeking out, that is like one of the best compliments I could give you. You are so smart with the fun facts. And I want to now know the fun facts that I didn't pay attention to when I was in elementary school. I'm like Billy Madison on the double-decker bus. Like, tell me more. Tell me more. The city of brotherly love. I want all the knickknacks, all the things. So we love the double-decker bus. We took the double-decker bus right from outside of the marketplace there. Is it Phillips Market? I'm going to get it wrong. You guys are going to be pissed at me. I'll correct it in the comments. The marketplace with all the food vendors. It was kind of like Faneuil Hall, Boston, but in Philly. And it was joyful. Crepes, all the things. We did this on Sunday. So the only vendors that were not there were from Amish country. Did they still call it Amish country? My grandma called it that, Lancaster County, right? But we explored. We got on the bus. We did the Rocky Stairs. We did the Liberty Bell. We saw all the sights, and it was freaking great. And I can't say that my son's a history buff yet, but my kids did not complain once until the very end when we got to the Liberty Bell. And that is a win. Okay. Will you be doing a podcast with Kylie? I have invited her onto my podcast. The answer is yes. Thank you, Queen Emma, for staying on top of both of us. I do not have any clue when that will be, but it will be. And then Kylie has something up her sleeve, which I will not take the spotlight from Kylie. I will let her present to you some of the stuff that we did while in Philly. I was mic'd up for 7 hours. You can imagine how that will go between the two of us. Again, the rest is up to her. I'm just really excited. I'm happy to be here. What is the best thing you ate? Oh, golly. This is going to sound silly, but everything in, okay. Everything in Club Level was magnificent. The avocado toast on the way out, that sounds lame, on the way out from the lobby of the Ritz Carlton was so good. The omelet from the guys in Club Level, but you know what stands out to me is I had this boba. What's the name of that root vegetable? It's like a root vegetable. I had boba that was very close to the marketplace around the corner. There's a boba place. Again, I can't think of the name of it, but I will tag it in the comment section. I got the boba that's like purple. It looks purple and creamy. And then it's got like fresh, almost like a whipped cream cold foam on top with the boba. It was so freaking good that Abby was like, no, I don't want a boba. I gave her a sip of mine. She's like, I'm ordering one immediately. That stands out to me. Also because it wasn't really a food trip. So not a great answer, but I'm just going with, I would say the best thing that I ate that anyone can get that's not at Club Level is that boba. I'm thinking of it now. I'm actually drooling a little bit. You know, when your mouth's like, oh yeah, shit. I wish we had, I think it was Boba King. I have pictures of it and it's delicious. And I hope you get one if you're there. Did you talk anything personal with her? She seems so real and funny. We talked about throwing it back. We talked about our feel hockey asses. We talked about getting low in the club. We talked about so much stuff. Field hockey, mom life, womanhood, sports mom life, coaching, field hockey, parents. Yeah, we talked about everything. Will I be back? Yes. By popular demand, I feel like it's going to happen. How cool were Kylie and Jason? Kylie, cool as shit. Jason, I'm going to say this because Kylie would want me to share this. Jason's hot. I will be honest with you. When I've seen him, I'm always like, oh, he's handsome. But I've never really been one of like a burly type. And I don't think that people realize that in person, I say 6'4". I looked it up on Google. Google says 6'3". In my little world, I felt so petite next to Jason. I felt like a little girl. I felt like I could, Kylie, know if, I hope this is appropriate to say, I feel like I kind of wanted him to pick me up. That weird? It is weird. But I feel like Kylie would be like, girl, yes, I feel you. So he's hot. He's hot. When a man is that, there's a presence there. There's a presence, and he's there, and his big blue eyes, and he's tall, and he's like confident, and he listens to you. And he was looking me right in the eyes to the point where I was like, I don't even know what I'm saying. But I said, thank you for everything you're doing for the sports community and to show that husbands can show up even when they have their own shit. And he was so nice. And he looked at me the whole time. And I was like, is he looking at me because he thinks this is like the same shit that everyone says to him? But he brought the little one there because Kylie was going to feed the baby, and he brought the baby, and he came in the Toyota minivan. Fucking love it. Okay. Next. Honest review of Philly. How can you give a bad review of Philly when you stay at the Ritz Carlton? That's my first question. The views were spectacular. We were on the 21st floor. We had club level. So that review in itself is probably not the norm for Philly, right? That's not a normal Philly review, but it's my Philly review. And then the double-decker bus, loved it. Loved it. The weather was spectacular on an late October weekend. So it's like with all these things, and then Kylie and Jason and the kids and Abby, it was just this like perfect weekend to the point where we said, we want to come do this again, and we want to go to Hershey Park. So we want to come back. Great review. Did you get to meet her cute kids? We met the littlest, and you're going to be so mad at me that I don't have all the names. Oh, I just know what I know. And it's I'm going to look it up. Should I look it up? What's her baby's name? Kylie's kids. Kylie Jenner just came up. No, please. All right. Kylie Kelce kids. Is it Wyatt? Was that Wyatt? Wyatt. No. Bennett. Finley. Kylie, don't be mad at me. Finley Ann was there. Finley Ann was there, and I wanted to pick her up. But Kylie was all business. She's like, give me the baby. Went to the other side of the field, fed the baby. Boss bitch, right? And the staff there, the long strength staff, the production team, everybody just awesome, to the point where we all gathered and Kylie's like, all right, I told the campers and the coaches, if you get in their way, to get the fuck out of the way. And I'm like, I'm here for this. I'm here for this energy. Okay. Now that we've answered that, crap, I lost my page. Now I got to go back to the Q&A. Hold on. I'm going. Okay, here we go. Did I have a cheesesteak? No, we looked for one. The lines were too long and we didn't have time. And that will be on our bucket list when we go back. I also don't eat meat, but Layla was teed up. Layla was absolutely teed up. She's ready to go back for one. Okay. Did you talk about Taylor? The only time we talked about Taylor was, and I was telling, who was I telling this to? Was it Abby? Yeah, I was telling Abby, my assistant, I was telling her that the only time Taylor came up was when one of the production camera peeps said, I'm surprised that. So let me rewind. When we did the youth clinic, when the clinic was done, there were 2 clinics, each were 2 hours long. When the clinic was done, Kylie waited and got to meet everybody that wanted to wait in line. They had her signing the ball, they had her signing mini sticks, hats, you name it. Kylie talked to everybody. And the camera guy was like, I'm surprised that only like 1 or 2 people asked about Taylor. And Kylie was like, yeah. So they were talking about it. And I guess one of the kids was like, Kylie, do you call Taylor and does she call you? And Kylie's like, sometimes, yes, sometimes. And it was just, she was just so like owned it, but in a very short and direct way and she was just amazing with all the kids. And then someone said, are you friends with Taylor Swift? And she's like, actually, we're family. And I was like, I just freaking love her. I just love her. She's just a breath of fresh air. We always had this view of like wags, right? Women in like who are married to professional athletes as, I don't know. She's just showing a side to women in sports and to women in supportive wife, but like partnership, equal partnership roles. It's a breath of fresh air. Okay. So that was it on Tay Tay. Can we get a retired adults field hockey weekend with you and Kylie? You will be surprised how many people have asked me that. Kylie and I said we're going to join the USA Masters team, and we're just going to start traveling and playing old lady field hockey. Will we be doing another one? How do we find out in advance? We are going to do more. And whether it's Kylie doing it with other people, me doing it with other people, we do have the support from the field hockey community, such as Long Strength and sponsors who want to bring it to life. And Kylie did donate every registration fee back to the community. So I am here for doing similar to that. However I can. We don't have the details yet, but it will happen. It's a lot of same questions. Taylor, a lot of questions about Taylor, a lot of questions about favorite food spot, Jason, and the connection of how the camp came to be. How did we meet? Did I share it beforehand? No, I didn't, because I just was so in the moment of making sure I didn't over communicate on something that Kylie was running. So I didn't talk about it until we got there. And then how did I connect with Kylie in the beginning? So I will show you the video that connected us in the beginning. I have a TikTok page. It's got a playlist on it. The playlist. This message is for a very specific target audience. So let's show the video. And I will link it in the comments too. Where is it? Did I not put that in the? Hold on, I'm going to find it. Ready? Kylie Kelce field hockey. Oh, here it is. I've been wanting to say something about Kylie Kelce since I saw her on the New Heights podcast. And where I knew that what I was drawn to in her was solidified was when they said she was a 5'10" field hockey player. 6 foot. Meet yourself a field hockey woman and tell me if you'll ever go elsewhere, okay? Field hockey is a sport that describes a lot about a person who played it. Chicks with sticks. They're badass. They've got to maneuver by only using one side of the stick through small, tight spaces. They've got to strategize getting that ball up the field. And let me tell you something. You see a corner shot, you see a striker on a corner shot, she will take your face off if you fuck with her or her team. But also super cute and huggy and lovey to teammate. And last but not least, the ass. Okay, so that was that. That's the end. We're at 30 minutes. And thank you, Kylie Kelce. Thank you, Long Strength. Thank you, staff. Thank you, production team. Thank you to my family for supporting me, even if you don't want to and you don't think it's important now. It is. So glad I could share this journey with you and show you what is possible in life. And thank you to my parents and my grandparents for really believing in me and showing up to all my shit. And that's how I got here. And that's the end. Mic drop. I love you. Thanks for being here. Make sure you subscribe for more. There's much more to come. This is only the beginning. I promise you. Love you. Holly girl. Stay for more.